Wicked has officially released, and today we're going to see it! I am really excited about this one, especially because I was able to find most of the Funko Pops a little while ago, so really all I have to do now is watch the movie. And well, hold on, actually, now that I say that, I have all of the figures that are in the regular line, but there's still a couple exclusives. And because I've got a couple hours till my movie starts, we're gonna be going out to see if I can find them. With one of them being from Amazon. It's the Diamond Edition Alpha Bus, so I'm not gonna be able to get that one today, but there is a few others, with one of them being over at Target, and I've got a couple hours till the movie, so let's get hunting. Five Below is going to be our first stop, because apparently they just started getting in the Pocket Pops of Elphaba as well as Glinda. Maybe they'll have some other stuff as well, I'm not sure, so let's just go in. Okay, so I came to the front section here where they have a lot of their miniature things, and I'm not seeing any Pocket Pops yet, but I am seeing like mystery minis, so I'm on the right track. And actually, funny enough, I'm not seeing anything Wicked yet. Ooh, I hope they have them. Oh, hold on everybody, I found their spot. They've got a lot of random like mystery minis and items and a bunch of Pocket Pops. Okay, I might have to do some digging. Fingers crossed they have them. I thought that was everything. Then I came over to the front and they had this pretty cool Funko display with like a crown on the top, and they've got a lot of their mini things. I'm seeing some Pocket Pops, but then again, none of those Wicked ones. But funny enough, I did find a Wicked calendar in the back with some pretty cool art, but that's it. Don't ask me how, but it's dark out already. Anyways, the good news is though, we have made it over to Target, our second stop of the day, where they should have most of the Wicked stuff. Because if you guys don't know, there's actually a couple exclusive pops here, and I'm missing that 2-pack, so that's what I'm looking for. And I'm sure I'll also see some other stuff as well, so let's go check it out. As soon as I walked in, everybody, in the $5 section, they have like a bit of a Wicked area, and I noticed that they have this mirror. I'm probably not gonna be getting it, but they do have stuff. Now this is crazy, everybody. The cash is right there, and just a little bit farther down, they have a full Wicked cart. And there is some random stuff here, like headphones, lollipops, whatever this is. They also had some of the Lego sets, a blanket, a dress. Like there is a lot going on here, but I'm not seeing any of the pops yet. The good news is there is a big Funko section at the back, so I'll be checking there, of course, but yeah, not promising. I'm not even there yet, and I already bumped into another Wicked section. This is kind of crazy. Okay, I made it to the pop section. Now looking around, I'm seeing a lot of stuff, but I am not seeing the 2-pack. And no, don't get me wrong, they do have a lot of the figures, like I'm seeing Elphaba as well as Glinda in Bubble Gown, as well as a couple others. But that 2-pack is nowhere to be seen. And now, of course, there probably are a bunch of other sections around the store that I will be checking before we get out of here. But this was kind of like my best shot because, of course, this is where all of them are. Well, everybody, I haven't found the Pops yet, but what I did find was the Lego section with all 4 of the sets. They've got, yep, they've got every single one of them. And now I've been debating on it, and I think I'm finally going to be going for it. I want to get this one here. It kind of reminds me of the Pops, plus I think it'd be fun to build. Let's do it today. Over in the board game section now, everybody, I found the Wicked Monopoly. It actually has the metal pieces too. It's pretty high quality. I don't think I'm gonna be getting it though, but I love that box. Found another section with a bunch more stuff. Came over to the ornament section to see if they had any of the new Funko Pop ones. They did actually. I'm getting it today. It's not part of the video though. We'll do this for when I build the tree later on. The reason I'm telling you though is because they actually had a Glinda as well as Elphaba set of ornaments. I think they're $10 each, and they only had one left of Elphaba, so pretty neat. Really quickly, everybody, before we get going, I came back, and this is the only Wicked thing that I ended up picking up. They had some other stuff. Sadly, I didn't get the Pocket Pops over at Five Below, and I think that this was a pretty cool pickup, especially because I love the brick-built versions of them. And sadly, I wasn't able to get that 2-pack over at Target, but the good news is I still have a version of them. It works. And when I see it, I will definitely be picking that up because I want to make sure I have this Wicked collection complete. But anyways, now that we're done our hunt, we are real close to the movie time, so let's get going. Look at this, everybody. They have buckets. Oh, and down here, some pillows. Got my popcorn bucket. The movie is just about to start. This is exciting.
You're green.
Alright, everybody, well, that was the movie. So now let's go back, talk about it, build some Lego, and check out some Pops. Alrighty, I am back, and I've got to say, that was an amazing movie. And I didn't realize at first that this was a part 1 of 2. I assumed that it was going to be everything in one, but it makes sense because it was only 2 hours. They totally could make that like double the length. especially with it being a musical, because of course it is based off of the Wicked musical, and there was so many moments where they of course sang an entire song, so that does cut into some of the time. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I want to hear the songs. I'm just saying that, like, you know, there's music and storytelling, so it's gonna be way longer than like a usual film. And since we're chatting about the movie, we might as well build the Lego set. I'm pretty excited about this. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but this is 558 pieces. This is the Elphaba and Glinda figures. That's literally what it's called, and that's perfect because I collect figures. And so here we go. Oh, I'm done! Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys here. I was gonna build this entire thing on camera, but then I realized it's so many pieces. You guys are here for the Funko Pops, so let me just show you it complete. And I've gotta say, there is some amazing details in this, like the green bottles. Let me see if I can turn this around here. The green bottles on the back side, like it is perfect for Elphaba. And then, of course, taking a look at Glinda, she's got so many small details like her tiara as well as her bag, and the entire side is pink, which is a great detail. I mean, here's the thing. She's all pink, Glinda's all green. They were, of course, gonna do that. But then the broomstick is amazing. I love the way they did the hat, and I don't know what this piece is on the top of it there. Is that from something? Or is this like a brand new piece just for the set? It kind of looks like if you were to take two of them and put them together, you could almost make like a croissant? I don't know. And actually getting into this a little bit more, I love that they put the book in the middle there because that is, of course, something that is in the movie. And it kind of reminds me of, I guess it'd be towards the end when they're in Emerald City. If you've seen the movie, you would know when they're at the top of the building. It's actually a really cool scene where there's a bunch of windows that look just like this. And so anyways, I am glad that I got this Lego set over any of the other ones because it is fun. You can literally just take them off. Let me see if I can pop it. There we go. Yeah, look at this here. They come off and then they're like little figures you can play with. Alrighty, now getting into the Funko Pops, I want to start with these two, which is the regular Elphaba as well as Glinda in gown. Both of these ones look amazing and I love the details they put into her hat as well as the tiara. It's just so crazy how much Funko is able to do, and if they were to do these like probably, let's say, even 5 years ago, they would not look as good as this. There's just something about the way they've been doing the clear bits recently that I really enjoy. So the way they did her tiara as well as the bubble wand and how it's actually clear all the way up and it's super straight, it's perfect. And then taking a look at Elphaba, the details on her dress. I don't know how they're able to make them so small, as well as the broom, and I love the way it looks like it's actually like twisting up, and the way that she gets the broom in the movie is really neat. Oh, and actually going back to Glinda, I would love a version of this figure here where she's actually in a bubble, like at the beginning of the movie. Wouldn't it be so fun? Anyways, getting on to the next ones here, I guess we'll continue with some new characters, because we have the Wizard, another really great one, and this is also played by Jeff Goldblum. He's not really in the movie for long, it's actually more towards the end, but that's kind of how it is in The Wizard of Oz as well. But with that aside, I think Funko really captured this character well. All of the emerald green on his suit, as well as the way that he's got his arm, is just very Jeff Goldblum to me. And every time I think of Jeff Goldblum and I do like an impression of him, I always think of the yes, yes, yes. I don't know anything else. Oh, and you know what, actually, speaking of Emerald City, there's actually a brand new figure of Elphaba with Emerald City coming soon. Funko just announced it, and there was one that released a little while ago of the original Emerald City, and I don't know which one I like more. Let me know what you guys think. Because they're both very different, but super accurate to both of the films. And now, this next one that I've got here is the Madame Morrible from, of course, Shiz University. It's funny, I actually think I know the exact moment that they pulled this character from, when she's teaching Elphaba a little bit of magic. I believe it's right around the point where she's trying to lift a coin, which isn't really like a spoiler in any way. It's towards the beginning. I mean, you kind of know she's got to be there at the university learning something. But yeah, the way that they do it is really interesting, how she's kind of like standing behind with her hands pretty much exactly like it is in the pop, watching her do it. It's probably, yeah, exactly from that. Oh, and I just remembered, everybody, my Wizard doesn't have it, but I believe he's normally a Funko Shop exclusive. Here in Canada, it just never had that sticker. But it's still a really great pop, and because of that sticker, I forgot that it was one of the exclusives. I meant to show it off later. Not a big deal. Anyways, though, I do want to show you, though, however, next up is Fiero. This is another pretty great one, and I didn't know who he was, but of course, he's new literally specifically just for Wicked, I believe. I don't think Fiyero is in The Wizard of Oz. I mean, he's just somebody who transferred from another school, so I'm guessing he's specifically from this. If I'm wrong, totally let me know, but I had never heard of him before Wicked, and this is actually really accurate to his character. Because I believe this is exactly the outfit that he's wearing in his big number. Also, he's got his hand like he's reaching out to Glinda, which is another big part of the movie. Also, speaking of his big number, when they're in the library there, the way they've got the books was like the coolest I've ever seen. How the whole room is turning, and then that's how you get the books, by like climbing up the ladder. I wish I had something like that. Oh, and now, funny enough, everybody, the next two that we have here are both Glindas. I mean, there's just so many different versions of her, and this one that we've got is the Glinda in red dress. This is when they go to that underwater party slash dance, and she kind of wears like this coral kind of dress because it looks like they're in the ocean. It's also the moment where you see Elphaba with her hat for the first time, which was supposed to be, you know, Glinda kind of making fun of her because she didn't like her, but then after that, I think she realized, well, no, she definitely realized what she had done wrong. I feel like I kind of just explained the movie instead of review it, but I thought that was also kind of an interesting scene because they made it awkward on purpose, because it's awkward like if you were there in real life. If you've seen the movie, you would know what I'm talking about, but it was probably like about 5 minutes, I think. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe it just felt like longer because of the awkward tension, and it was totally on purpose. But anyways, getting on to this next one that we have here, it is Glinda in Nightgown, and this is actually from the scene where she sings probably the most popular song from the movie. Well, popular. I believe the reason it's so popular is because it's also popular on TikTok. Like the audio, you know, let me see if I can get this here. Popular, you're gonna be popular. You know that part? I don't want to sing too much because, you know, I'm pretty accurate and I wouldn't want to get copyrighted. And so anyways, everybody, here's all of the Wicked Pops that I have in my collection. And I guess at this point I would be missing, with the ones that have been announced, 3 so far. Well, 3 separate boxes, because we've got the town, which is of course Emerald City with Elphaba. We also have the Diamond Edition Elphaba, and then that 2-pack over at Target, which I sadly was not able to find, but hey, I still have a pretty good amount of them in my collection. I'll take it. And now, if you guys are wondering about a recommendation from me, I would say 100% go and check out this movie. Like I said, it was a blast. It's funny also, I was trying to think of other movies that I had seen from Wizard of Oz because I was thinking, oh, it's just the one. But then I remembered Oz the Great and Powerful with James Franco. Do you guys know the one I'm talking about? There was also the one-winged monkey, and then he was like distraction, and he went off to the side and mooed, trying to be like, I don't know, discreet about it. It's just such a funny film, and I believe that one is actually, is it a Disney one? Because I kind of remember them having something to do with it in Disney. I think it was. Like, I remember picking up that monkey. Like, Noah definitely has that. I can't think of his name right now, but Noah, my brother, definitely has that winged monkey plush around here somewhere. But anyways, everybody, that is actually going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed, because this was seriously a lot of fun, and I'll see you tomorrow!